hinting at a dramatic shift within the Biden administration on the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic. A CNN report claims nearly half of the American intelligence community now believes the Wuhan lab leak theory to be plausible or possible as the natural origins theory. CNN claims that the U.S. intel officials probing the origins of the pandemic now believe that the Wuhan lab leak theory cannot be ruled out as it had been earlier on. According to CNN, the U.S. intel community believes it is possible the COVID-19 virus or the coronavirus escaped from the Wuhan Institute of Virology. The Wuhan lab is known to have been conducting research on bat coronaviruses before the pandemic struck. The shift in stance also follows reports that researchers at the Wuhan lab fell sick with a mystery illness in November 2019. This was barely a month before CPC officials declared the first cases of COVID-19 in Wuhan. Since then, the virus has claimed 4 million lives and has infected over 190 million people across the world. Possible acceptance of the Wuhan lab leak theory is being witnessed in the World Health Organization as well. On Friday, WHO proposed a second phase of studies into the origins of the coronavirus in China. This will include audits of laboratories and markets in the Chinese city of Wuhan. The global health body has demanded transparency and cooperation from the Chinese authorities.
We are asking actually China to be transparent, open, and cooperate, especially on the information raw data that we asked for at the early days of the pandemic. One of the challenges is what you mentioned, access to raw data, especially the data, the start of the pandemic, the raw data was not shared.
China has called the Wuhan lab leak hypothesis absurd. Beijing has accused the West of politicizing the pandemic. However, officials of the Communist Party of China have repeatedly refused to provide data and information to the team of international scientists probing the origins of the pandemic. In May this year, reports suggested that British intelligence is not ruling out the Wuhan lab leak theory. In May, U.S. President Joe Biden had also given a 90-day deadline to U.S. intel agencies to investigate the origins of the pandemic. A lab origin of the coronavirus was ruled out by a majority of the scientific community in the months following the outbreak in Wuhan. Leading scientific journals of the world suggested that the virus jumped to humans from bats, possibly via a third animal. However, no concrete evidence has emerged to support either the natural origin or a lab origin theory. This is due to China's refusal to share crucial data with other countries and scientists. However, all this changed when former U.S. President Donald Trump openly claimed that his administration has proof of the Wuhan lab leak. Trump's Secretary of State Mike Pompeo also accused the CPC officials of a cover-up following the lab leak. Donald Trump had demanded China must pay $10 trillion as compensation for the lives lost and damages caused due to negligence by the Chinese authorities. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.